Hey, welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. How y'all doing tonight, ladies?
What's going down? What's going on?
I'm Jay, your host. We have Tanya over here to the right of me. We got Taz over here in the right corner and Cynthia down at the bottom. All y'all ladies wave to the audience. Tell everybody hello. How's everybody doing?
Ready to get it started.
Ready to get it started and talk about our topics tonight?
We here.
Yes.
Now, I had a friend who wanted us to discuss, Aunt Molly, that wanted us to discuss this topic tonight. She wanted to know, should you stay loyal during the dating phase? Okay. And then we also going to discuss, are you grown enough to agree to disagree when we're having grown-up conversations?
Carolyn's in the room. She in the discussion.
What's up, Miss Carolyn? Hey, we love you. Thank you for supporting us. So anyway, y'all, we're going to get started first talking about, should you stay loyal during the dating stage?
That's dicey.
Why is that so dicey?
Come on now. The beginning phase? Really? The beginning? Okay, what classifies? Is there a time period?
No. So in my book, there's no time period.
Cynthia, is there a time period for you?
There's definitely not a time period, but you have to have that conversation. There's definitely not a time period, but you have to have that conversation to where, hey, we're on this level. This is where we are. This is where we're going forward to. Are we still dating but mingling? I believe you should have that conversation, especially if you're opening yourself up to a new person.
Now, I'm just saying, the beginning phase to me, I think, is anywhere from. All right, Taz, you back? Is there a time frame?
A time frame as far as
what technically classifies as the beginning dating phase?
All right. Well, I guess that really on cool. I think that depends. I guess. I mean, if you in the beginning of the beginning stages of dating, honestly, yeah, I think you should be loyal.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the only reason I'm saying that is because you have to remember you want this person to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? And you know how guys are. Guys tend to, if they see you mingling with more than one, then guess what? They lose interest. And they lose interest quick.
All right. Hey, Sandra. Hey,
what do you
Tatiana.
mean? Mingling with more than one person?
Yeah.
I think that there is a time frame.
Why?
I think that you have to have, and I agree with Cynthia to an extent, because I think that you have to talk about the time frame that you have, and it is specific to each individual couple. Okay, I get that. But I think it's only really that first 1 to 2, maybe 3 months. I really do, because I think in that beginning little phase, and as far as this being loyal thing, there's no loyalty in that. Even if you discuss it, I think it's a tendency. I really do. I just feel like people blow it. Even if you talk about it and say, yeah, we mutually agree, we're going to just be exclusive to each other during this phase. Please, the beginning phase, I doubt it.
Well, men and women, you are right about that. Men and women do have that discussion, and somebody will tend to stray off. So it's not just men, but women do it too. You say you're gonna hold it down. This gonna be the guy. This gonna be the girl for you. But then something else catches your eye. But at the same time, have enough respect for that other counterpart to tell them.
Yes, you should.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm all over the place with this topic. I'm all over the place. I think that when you're dating, you shouldn't give hubby benefits. You shouldn't give wifey benefits.
Nope, I agree there.
I think there's certain levels that you have to get to. I don't think that a man nor a woman should have to, like some men, they go broke behind trying to impress a woman, so they feel like I got to spend all this money.
Women do it too.
Well, you know what? Okay.
So I don't
want a little far.
Huh?
I said you don't went a little far. Hey, look, I hadn't even made it to that point yet. I hadn't even, hey, my mind frame hadn't even made it to. We got to spend money. No. I'm
what about when you go on the first?
I'm still over here in the part where, do I really want to get to know you? What's your mama name? What's your daddy name? What's your sign? You know what I'm saying? I'm still over in that area. You need to be way over here.
Okay.
What about when you go on your first date? Should the man pay or should it be double tickets?
Oh, you mean like each one individually pay for their own?
Yes. Should the man be obligated to pay or should it be separate tickets in the dating scene?
To me, it doesn't matter. Whoever wants to pay that day, they can pay. Now,
I think it should be.
But I'm just saying, I sort of agree that there should be some expectations, and I agree that there shouldn't be.
Okay, Miss Molly
I'm on the fence. Molly says, why should you have to be loyal? Really? Come on, me too. I feel like you shouldn't. I feel like you shouldn't have to string anybody along. Like I said in previous shows before, I think that as soon as you meet a person, you know exactly what you expect from them. You know whether or not, if they're boyfriend or girlfriend material.
You think
or marriage material. Yes, if it's
so
gonna
a connection. You're talking about a little connection.
Yes, if there's a connection or not. Well, I don't feel like it should take 5 or 6 months to know if you have a connection.
Just because you have a connection doesn't mean, first of all, that you have to be loyal to this person in the first few months. It's a good thing, and it's hopeful that you are or that they are. But realistically speaking, I think it's a false hope to think that the other person. I feel on my half. I think women tend to want to be loyal. I think we really do, but the men don't.
I feel like there's no logic when it comes to love. And if you love somebody, guess what? Nobody has to tell you to be around that person and to be loyal to that person. You automatically gonna do it automatically.
True.
And
I understand.
And whether or not you've been loyal to that person, say you're seeing 5 other men or 5 other women. Guess what? This one woman is going to stand out, or that one guy is going to stand out. He's going to stand out in the pack.
I understand that.
Because your spirit is just going to connect. That connection.
I understand.
So that's a connection. And I feel like nobody has to tell you to be loyal. You would just be loyal.
I just think.
Go ahead, Dave.
If you got that connection with somebody, you're gonna call them, you're gonna check on them, you're gonna text them. I mean, they're gonna always be at the forefront of your mind anyway. And if that comes with being loyal, that just comes with being loyal. Because when me and Mr. Gray started, God forbid, even though I was in a whole nother situation, baby, I was out. What you doing? How you doing? What?
Because you're automatically drawn to that.
It was automatically there. It was like honey and flies. I mean, shit, bees and honey. It was just there. So I agree with Judy as far as it doesn't take 3 or 4 or 5 months to know that person is committed. Now, I do agree with Keisha. Some people fake it until they make it, but those are people that are looking for something. As long as you got something to give them, then they right in the door with you. But once they get what they need to get from you, receive what they need to receive from you, then the loyalty is shut off. But in that same sentence, because you have warnings, you get the red light. You get
those red flags.
Oh yeah,
you get those flags.
You need to get the hell on out of there, because that's not a connection.
That's not a connection at all.
I agree on that. I really do. I think people who have a hard time committing end up being those type of people that want to stay in that beginning phase and don't want to move on to anything that's lasting. You understand what I'm saying? So that they get, I guess, a type of thrill or that feeling that you feel in that beginning phase with each person.
Infatuation.
Yes.
They're in love with the infatuation.
Yep, and I think it's more prevalent with men than it is with women.
Well, what if they're just hurt from their previous relationship? And so now I think a lot of it has to do with fear. You being afraid to commit. And so
So baggage,
you put up your walls. You say, hey, I'm not letting nobody else in.
So you automatically, and when you reach that level, move on.
That's it. No. You want to be the friends with the benefits.
Oh, I mean,
you want to be the
just,
friends with the
you're not
benefits
take
because you're scared to commit.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I can honestly say as a woman that I've been there as well, even again with Mr. Gray, because I've been hurt so much in my past. It's like, oh, nigga, you suspect, you just trying to get it to win it, or are you in it wholehearted? It took me a minute because he kept on saying, what did I do to offend you? What did I do to hurt you? You know, you making me pay for another man's sin. So I do agree with what Judy said.
Yeah, I can see that. Because I faded
into Jamon, but now we close and I fell in love.
Okay, so you started off kind of guarded a little bit. Okay.
I feel like when you're guarded, you're not vulnerable enough to accept the love that's been given to you. Mm-hmm. So you don't see it. You protect yourself and put yourself in a cage. You miss it. I mean, you're really cheating yourself.
Keisha says, hurt people. That is such a true statement. A lot of people don't really feel the depths of that one, but that's very true.
Yeah.
What's Sandra saying?
Sandra, a lot of people just be looking for a fling or a sex buddy
all the time
instead of being honest up front.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And when they come to you and be talking about the friends with benefits, really, one of y'all are lying because one of y'all want more.
That's what I believe. The woman on top of it. It's a sad thing.
Usually, I believe it is the woman who wants more. You know, that's just the way, so she can just be closer to you, so she can always have your little, a piece of you some kind of way. So that's the reason why she go along with that friend with benefits.
Actually, now I've seen it the other way too, where men tend to want more than what the woman wants. You got some women out there that don't want what the man wants.
You're right. Maybe more of these. You're right. Yeah. These days, I think women tend to flip that around to where they're like, I don't want that, but the men are real clean. What you turn your lips to the side? No,
you don't see that much.
You don't believe that?
You don't see that much.
It's the same ones that out there in front of their homeboy sitting up there, man. Forget that. I don't want none of that. I ain't got to I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. But as soon as they get behind closed doors, they in there snotting and crying, listening to Keith
crying and boo-hoo and talking, man.
Can you please?
Where you at?
Can I please come over? Yeah. Yeah. But earlier when I made the statement as far as loyalty, not the loyalty where like say for instance you've been with somebody so long, you know what I'm saying, you're strictly loyal to that person. I mean loyalty as such as, of course, being upfront and honest about what it is that you want, what your expectations are, being loyal in the sense that if you're into that person, be into that person. You know what I'm saying? Get to know that person. Think about it. If you constantly see somebody all up in other people's face, you trying to get to know that person, but that person is more so over here, and over here. What are you gonna think? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up losing interest. So if you have that small amount of loyalty to the point to where, okay, I'm gonna focus on, I want to get to know you. Now I got friends, not those kind of friends, just people you hang with, but I'm focusing on you. I want to get to know you. That is a level of loyalty. Loyalty has levels, just like a relationship, just like anything. Everything has layers. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely that. Relationships definitely do.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
Well, I'll tell you, I still don't have, as far as this, should you be loyal in the beginning phases of dating, I still believe you shouldn't have any expectations that either party are going to be loyal. Well, just don't, because you're setting yourself up.
I had to go back to what Francis was saying. You know, you can like a lot of people. And we tend to, during that dating stage, we can like a lot of people. But when you find your counterpart and that other part of your spirit, that's it.
So you believe that what I said is true to a certain extent until that one comes along that just you instantly connect with. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you instantly connect.
So then it's automatic what you do.
It's automatic. You have no control. You just
you locked in.
All those other women that you used to see, they don't fall off.
Is that what happened to you?
Huh? Is that what happened to me?
That happened to you.
We was talking about.
She never wants to tell anything.
Wait a minute. Did we want to get to that other topic to agree to disagree?
Well, it happened to me. I'll be honest. because I didn't,
It took a lot of years, didn't it, Tanya?
No, it didn't. See, the connection's
She
always,
wanted the friends with the benefits.
or whatever. The connection's always been there from the very beginning. It was just like a ocean of a whole bunch of fish, but that one was glittery and shiny and yeah. Anyway.
And the thing is when you two find each other, when y'all find each other, you fight to stay together. Because a lot of people, they think that relationships are easy. No.
Oh, baby, they are not.
You have to fight to make it work.
I am 45 years old, and I ain't gonna say I didn't know, but I didn't know. Like, you have to put in work, and the relationship starts way before the marriage, honey. We got to be able to get along as man and woman, as girlfriend and boyfriend before I can jump the broom with you. That every time somebody pisses you off, you just can't be willing to throw in the towel. You got to be willing to get in that mud and fight with them regardless of what's going on.
I believe that. That's true. Miss Molly says dating, you guys, not marriage. That's why it's called dating. As I asked before or earlier, why do you have to be loyal? I'm with you, Miss Molly.
I said earlier, there can be a lot of distractions. I feel like when you're dating someone, again, right off the top, you should know what place you're going to put this person in. What category? Is this person the potential for me and them to have a relationship? Do they have that potential?
Okay, I get.
Why play games with somebody?
But I understand that. And I feel like in the very beginning that it's healthy to date in the very beginning. Whether you're dating 1 or 10, that's just horrible, by the way. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it's healthy to date, to keep you can say, I feel the connection to this one. I see potential in this one, but I think it's healthy to keep everything open and not tied in the beginning. I just really do, to get out everything.
I think that's distractions. I feel like you should be focused on the one that you're trying to be with. Nate, what do you think in the beginning stage? Do you think that you should be loyal during dating? Or do you think if you had 5 other people that you're dating, that's a distraction?
No, I think right out the gate, that's the only way you can honestly get to know somebody is if you're focused on you and whatever that person's got to offer. But like I said, if you go forward and you and this guy or you and this woman agree that we're mutually going to see other people, then that's cool. That's what floats your boat. But I'm 45 years old. I ain't never been that type of person that could go from this person to that person, from this person to that person. And even though I did what I did in my past, as far as how I broke up in my past relationship, trust me, I wasn't sleeping with both men. I wasn't.
Well, I have a question. I have another question. And this question is to my Aunt Molly. Aunt Molly, I want to know.
Anybody else also, but
yeah, anybody in the audience, y'all, please. Because I want to know this question. When you meet a person, do you automatically know within the first conversation or so, or say the first date, do you know where you're going to put that person in your life? Do you know whether they're dating material or possibly marriage material, possibly boyfriend and girlfriend material? Do you know? Or do you need more time?
I think you have a kind of an idea. It might not be something that you're like, okay, positive, cemented it, or it's put in cement. But I think you kind of have an idea like, nope, not a second date person, not a second conversation person. You automatically, I think this is for men and women, you automatically put a person of interest in some type of category, whether it's, hey, I might call them later on maybe, or no, they're on block.
So I'm saying, so why even engage in another date with a person if you're not going to go anywhere with it? I feel like if you want to just date, or not just date, but play around or something like that, get on the chat line for people who want to just play.
Look,
don't play with people's feelings. You know what
in the very beginning, y'all tell me this. Who is honest completely in the very, very beginning? I'm talking about dead on 100%.
Because I ain't got time.
I get that. But some people aren't. And so therefore you continue to date and not put all your eggs in one basket. Because eventually that bullshit, that stuff that you don't want to see, them things that the people try to make colorful and
hush up, Aunt Molly.
I'm saying.
Sick of this. I'm sick of this right now.
It comes out.
I ain't making no sense.
I'm making sense.
Okay, look, check this. Okay, check this. you actually do have some people who are that honest and trust and believe. I've run across a lot of them, and it makes me respect them even more as a person because they
Yes.
are that honest. I'm talking about, even though it might be a turn off to me because of what they said they were honest about, such as all I want to do is hit. Guess what? That's a turn off to me.
And so
I
you
like,
move
you know,
on,
but
right?
I respect that honesty because they could have lied to me.
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? They gave if a person gives you the choice. Now remember, after you make that choice, it's all on you. Once they give it to you, it's all on you.
That's right.
I
That's
mean,
right. That
Let,
is-
let me get to these comments. Okay, Keisha, she said, let me go back to this beginning one here. Where is it at? Did I go up above it? Okay.
No, that one's it, I think.
Okay. This one here.
That's my
The
chair.
loyalty comes from connection, but you have to be on the same page. Are they feeling the connection? Okay.
Okay, so that's that.
You're gonna know right off the top if you're feeling the connection.
You will.
You will
to an
know that.
extent.
No, you're gonna know that connection. I feel like this. If you ain't never felt that connection, then you ain't never been in love.
I understand it.
You understand?
I
There's a
totally
connection,
understand
baby.
that
A connection is like when you leave that
It's like
person.
glue.
You can leave that person for 20 years and come back and still love that person.
Yeah,
It
Baby,
is.
that's
That's that connection. That
Shit.
yes,
Y'all
I
don't
understand
know.
that. I understand
Better
it.
tell them they get off of me. Okay. Lakeisha says more time because, like I said before, some people don't tell the true colors until later on.
Which is why I say date. Why or don't expect loyalty in the very beginning. Like just
okay. Tanya answered it for me. You go, girl.
Molly.
Nobody, Tanya.
Ain't nobody honest. They not. They say they are, but they not.
I'm very honest, and my friend Alicia says she's very honest.
I'm gonna say this. You can't say there's nobody because you ain't met everybody in the world.
And that's
So
true.
therefore,
Like you said
you
before,
can only say you can only say the people that you know.
and I respect, like I said, I
Mhm.
respect what you
Yeah.
said, that when you do come across the rare breeds that are completely honest, I do respect them more for that. So
Yeah.
Was I
I
honest?
mean,
I've
and you
definitely
got
I've had some encounters, y'all, where I was just straight up and honest, like, bro, all I want to do is this. Like, and if you can't give me that, then I'll let you.
I never.
I have been that blunt in my past friendships, and I ain't talking about no dating for no 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I just told him right out the gate what I was looking for.
Well, if that's the case, I want to ask this question now. If y'all say that, okay, you just told some guys or whoever that you just wanted benefits, right?
Boom.
Friends with benefits.
The boom boom.
What was the reason behind it? Why?
Using your feelings. That's what you want.
Was it because you were hurt from a previous?
relationship. You
But
might
there's
be
a
on
reason.
time.
There's a
No,
reason.
you might
Nobody just
be
wants to be alone, right?
okay, but
I
look,
mean,
it
Nobody
could
wants to be
it,
alone.
it
I
could
had
just
just
be
got out of a relationship, so I didn't want to be tied down in another relationship. I was too
and
busy
mine didn't
focusing on me and what I wanted. I wasn't worried about the opposite sex.
And I
And
believe that
mine
you should
didn't have
take
nothing
things from your past relationship, bring them into the new. I feel like,
Yeah.
a lot of times before you start dating, you need to completely heal.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. But and for instance, you do have it to where at that point in time you might not. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody of the past. It might not. It might just be right now you're trying to focus on something that you trying to get in your life, and that's all that you want. You don't want a relationship. You don't want nothing extra. Just that when it's time, and then you go and hey, and I can get on by my business.
I don't think there has to be a rhyme or reason for anything. For if you just want that, there doesn't have to be. Oh, I was hurt in the past, and now I got this wall built up. Now I'm in the mood right now. I mean, because you can do things yourself. You don't have to find a partner to do it with. You just in the mood for whatever at that time and place with that person. That's that.
Yes, do you see me shaking my head? Do you see? Do you
No,
see?
no, no. I just read this comment and I was just
What,
laughing.
girl?
The sex was good.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah,
That's all. You want it again, right?
that's it. That's it. Nothing extra.
I'm bad. I'm just saying 9 times out of 10 though, when that happens, me being a woman, I'm just speaking for myself. If it starts like that, yeah, the sex was good. I want it for whatever. I just want it for that reason. But 9 times out of 10, I end up starting to catch feelings.
That's what I'm about to say. And eventually, your ass get caught up.
Caught up, because that's a woman's.
So the whole time while you sitting there talking about you don't want no relationship, I just want friends with benefits. You know you're gonna be the main one. You gonna be the main one clowning over that piece of stick. You understand me? You gonna be clowning if that fool goes and be with somebody else. But remember, it's just friends with benefits.
You sit there, bet not. Bet not see you with nobody else.
Don't let my kids see you with nobody else. My kids coming hard. Do my mama know where you at?
That's it. That's all. I know that ain't right.
My kids coming hard.
It's time to heal. I just wanted something quick, but that quick turned into a baby and then to engage.
Ain't that right? Something together. You know it. That's how it ends up happening, baby. Oh, try as you might not to let it happen. Ooh.
must be telling you that some women ain't as good as playing the game.
Oh, whatever. Did you hear
good meat always get you caught up?
Good meat. That time, what about get you caught up?
I don't know. That may be for some, but see, if that's the case, you also have to remember there's responsibilities and consequences.
Oh, we don't it
to what you do. So you gotta take precaution.
Did you hear it, Taylor?
What you
hear you messing up the wet dream?
I gotta throw the salt in there somewhere.
No, I ain't throwing no salt. I'm just.
Yes, Sandra. Ooh wee.
That's it.
Ain't gonna even go there.
Look, which is she know. But I'm glad it happened that way because now I'm happy. Oh, see that now that's the positive side of it, when you end up yes.
Yeah, but yes. She says I only play safe, Lakeisha.
That's the only way to be though, for real.
Yeah, that's the only way to be, but I mean you didn't plan for no kids. You remember it was supposed to be just friends with benefits.
That's what had happened.
That's what friends with benefits get
that's
you.
That's what it started out,
man. And then when you got that baby coming, then you want to try to tie them down then you want to talk about being serious. And I hope every last one of them go on and walk on and say, nope. I want to remain friends with benefits.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, that beginning phase and stage is dicey.
It can be dicey. It definitely can be dicey, but I believe in being upfront. If we friends with benefits, we friends with benefits. Just put it out there to be said, and if I accept it, I accept it. If I don't, I don't.
All jokes aside, seriously, that's what it should be. An understanding that. I'm
gonna tell you, I wouldn't want to play Russian roulette. I don't want to play that type of game with my life. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe you being honest, that friends with benefits are not being loyal during dating because, that other person's not going to tell you really what they're doing.
Yeah, not to the
so you don't know who they slipping and sliding in. So no, I ain't trying to take that risk with my life.
Girl, I did it like a goddamn woman.
So wait, I got a question. So Judy, you ain't never, ever in your natural born life, as long as you've been able to walk, as long as you've been able to lay on your back and spread your legs and put your face in some twat, have ever been in a situation to where all you want, it was just a bump and grind, and that's what y'all kept as.
Tell the truth,
I have.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Tell her right now. Tell the truth.
No. That is no. That is
I promise you need to hurt.
That is a yes or no
question. We're gonna get on you in a minute. It hurts.
Okay. That was a yes or no question.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. No,
ain't no explanation.
You ain't gonna believe it.
Listen, hey, yes or no? Yes or no? That's all it is. There ain't no explanation. Yes or no?
It has to be an explanation. It has to be.
No. Yes or no? Yes or no? It ain't no.
And you got to know, baby, it was a new baby.
Because listen, I guarantee you.
Don't lie to you.
As sure as the day is long and the time has changed. Hold up. As the day is long and the time has changed.
You want to plead the fifth?
Listen, hold up. As the day is long and the time has changed, I guarantee you.
Give me a question to plead the fifth because she won't shut up.
Well, hey, no, because I don't. Ain't no. That was a yes or no. That was a yes or no question. I knew you were gonna try to give me an explanation. I knew you were gonna give an explanation. Yes
Yeah,
or
you
no?
just gotta say yes
or no? Yes or no?
Okay. Hush, let me tell a story.
All right.
No,
Back in
ain't
the
no
day,
story.
I used to play from my hand, baby. I would go to Dallas and I hit up about 8 women at one damn time. But you know one thing though, I didn't sleep with none of them because that ain't my thing. I'm more into you here, and
So
that's
why
the
was you
truth.
fooling with him?
Why was I fooling with them? Because you know, so you need. I told you earlier, you need that milkman.
I'm gonna mute my mind.
You need
that
the
just happened to
milkman.
me.
You need somebody to buy your clothes. You need somebody to put
So
gas in your car, cook your dinner. You know what I'm saying? You got to have all those.
So that just
Well,
happened.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let me answer that question real quick.
Yes.
Since they going off on me now, real quick. Let me go. One time, I say one time I did it. Yes,
Okay.
I have, and it was some years ago. I did it. I didn't want nothing, and I was caught up because I didn't want to hurt the girl's feelings, and that's the only reason why I put up with them. That's the only reason. Didn't want to hurt her feelings. I wasn't able to, strong enough to tell her no. I really don't. I want to end this. I don't want to do this anymore. So I just continued and played along.
I think I've been caught up in a situation like that. I think I'm not gonna say all people,
Deborah laughing,
but maybe most people have found themselves in a situation.
Let me get to this. Wait a minute. Who is this?
Well,
Keisha talking about straight talk, y'all. Don't bullshit now. You know I got to get right here. Alicia, laugh out loud. Judy, we are waiting for your answer. Alicia, you already know my answer. You know my past. Don't go there.
Lord.
Alicia knows that I was running away from women. I was running to her house, hiding in her house, baby.
I'm done.
I was running to Alicia's house and then get no phone calling another one.
I'm done.
Hey, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Now all we had to do, now after that long ass story, she finally said yes one time.
Yes.
That's all she had to say in the beginning. Yes,
One
we
time.
did the whole damn story.
One time.
Yes or no question. She
That's
always
drama.
got to give a damn story.
You know she drama.
I got
to
the
the end.
drama on there, baby.
Drama.
But I will.
Yes, Keisha, I say.
On the cool, she don't want to have to admit that shit. That's that shit you put in that black box and bury it.
Them skeletons, baby. Them skeletons.
Rocks on it, girl.
I ain't ashamed to admit it. I'm reformed.
You dumb.
Reformed player.
I'm reformed.
Crazy.
What about
Baby,
you?
I got
What about it?
Have you ever been in a situation, friends with benefits?
Yeah.
Boy, she was quick to say that, wasn't she?
I'm not gonna lie.
Tell us about it.
I don't recall.
No.
Y'all don't need to know the details. It's just happened. Yes.
That's what she say. All you need to know is
it happened.
See, I'm just gonna say that.
But I think we all.
Yeah, I had the
Wait a minute, y'all.
intention of
She getting a little loud because she getting ready to lie.
I am no.
Go ahead, tell them.
You know me. I'm always sappy and want a relationship and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't, but I was just like, whatever, let it happen or whatever. And okay, so I'm just saying, hey, I got caught up. I was that one.
Wait, but I was laughing because Judy said she didn't laugh. She finna get ready to laugh.
Is that the sign when you get ready to lie? You get real high, bitch?
Yeah, that you know it. That's your sign when you get ready to tell that lie, boy. That voice get loud, squeaky. Nay. But now, Francis, you don't never tell us nothing about you. It's always
you a lot. No, you's a lot.
Don't tell us about your encounter.
Fran, you're on
the hot seat, baby. You're on the hot seat, baby.
Hey, I ain't got no. I'm like Tanya. I ain't got no damn story. Just yes, it has happened.
Put a stamp on it, girl.
Mine not only happened.
And this is the crazy thing. It did stay as a friendship. That was it. When we saw each other, that's all it was about. It wasn't about anything more. That's it. No feelings, no nothing. That was somebody got a baby. I'm okay.
What you say? That's that.
Nicole says, I don't feel that it's cheating if you're not married. You're still in the finding your soulmate stage. Just keep it 100 with everyone you date.
Right.
That's
on,
right.
Sister. Right on.
Mine not only happened, but it turned into a stalker mode. Like, up on my job, they're about to get me fired type shit.
See?
So,
what'd you do? What'd you do to him, Dave?
Security security, can you come escort this motherfucker off the premises? Because I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't no.
Golly. What is that about?
But
That's the thing. She asked, why do they turn into stalkers? Why? Because everybody love what they can't have.
yeah, when you can't have it, it turns
That's been
into
the secret for years. That's been the secret for years. That I be trying to tell y'all, baby, flip the script on their ass. You flip that script on their ass and try to play a little hard, you would never get rid of them. I'm good at that game.
Oh, see, I'm not even.
And it works every time.
Whatever.
It you know, it made me wake up though. It and not to the point to where I was living in fear. I wasn't living in fear, but I realized that the person that, you know, it was just a game with, he grew feelings in a way that I didn't grow feelings. So, you know, like I wasn't trying to go down that road. It was just supposed to be friends with benefits. And at the end of the day, somebody did end up hurt, you know. But I've also had those stages to where shit, I done bumped with somebody and I don't even remember your name, and they like, "What's up, bro? How you doing?"
Well, hey. Well, I mean, I can understand it. I think the moral of it all is communicate with each other, have that understanding, I suppose.
But that's the problem, though. You try to communicate with these women and you tell them, these are the rules of engagement.
Girl, please.
Do they follow those damn rules? Hell no.
Neither do men.
Now that you're mad at me, now you're going to make me lose my job. You're going to fuck up my family that I got at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, do not call before 8 o'clock in the morning. Can't do it. Wait till they go to work. They fucking up everything.
Dumb.
They don't follow the rules of engagement. So that's the reason why I don't play.
Oh, Liverpool said I've been trying to get rid of my ex-husband for 18 years now. Are you crazy? No. Keisha talking about rules.
That's right, rules.
Not one.
Wait a minute, Carmen said she's been trying to get rid of Carmen Perry. She said, I've been trying to get rid of boy. You know what, Carmen? I've been trying to get rid of an ex too for I don't know how many years. I mean, 30-some years. That fool went to prison, came out, and still thought we was together. Lord, I'm gay now. What do you mean?
Oh, baby.
Tell me, you just gay because I was locked up.
You faking it.
You faking it.
Shut up.
And then threatened me, told me that he gonna come to my house and do this and do that. Baby, you don't want to come over because it's a whole nother Judy now.
Ooh,
Judy ain't passive.
Crazy.
Come over if you want to. You pretending to be crazy. I'm for real crazy.
Okay.
I'm so done with y'all.
So it took a while for him to get the understanding, but he still don't get it because he still posts on my page on Facebook talking about I love you, you beautiful. And I'm just looking at him like, nigga, you gay.
Look. That person, time has expired. Move on.
I mean, you locked up for 30 years and you still coming out talking about I'm your woman. That's crazy.
Ain't that?
Yeah. So some people, they get caught up. So you got to be careful with these games out here. That's the reason why I say I know right off the top if I want them or if I don't want them, because I ain't gonna play them games, baby.
So advice on that beginning dating loyalty stage. What's the moral to it all?
What is it?
That fool said I will purge your ass. Dumb. Asking he's still married, but his wife not. Miss Perry?
Okay. I will purge your ass.
Keisha crazy. She crazy. All right, y'all.
So,
I was saying.
Go ahead.
No, I was asking you. I'm telling you to say what's the moral to this dating phase stage, just to have an understanding.
And obviously, my aunt Molly, she doesn't agree. So y'all, let's play during that stage. During the dating stage, let's play.
Let me get it out.
But understand, if you're gonna play, make sure there are rules in place. Because if not, your place might get set afire, by these stalkers. So make sure that y'all got some damn rules in play. Be careful in what spirits we sleep with. Some don't want to leave, girl. All right, go. Y'all better listen.
Okay.
Y'all better listen and latch on to your ass like a leech. You caught a hold in your ass.
Damn.
Shit.
All right.
Okay.
go.
So make sure make sure you put you a rule book together, so a handbook or something, some kind of guide, a contract that you had him to sign during those phases.
Legally binding.
That way your ass is saved.
And don't forget, and when you get that book in place, do not forget to get it notarized.
Okay. Somebody legal needs to stamp that.
Make sure your people got a copy. So they can to you. Because some people don't play.
I'm done.
Nay, we're gonna move on to our next topic.
What's that?
Strong enough to agree to disagree.
Oh, baby, I'm still learning that one.
You talking about it when you talking, and
I'm talking about just having a normal conversation. And I don't know, and some people are so one-track mind, they think that you got to think the way they think.
So having during an argument.
Not even in an argument, during a regular conversation. The conversation turns into an argument because they feel like you should think the way that they think. I don't understand why people nowadays, they can't, agree to disagree. Yeah, they feel like, oh, if you're not thinking the way that I think, it like life is only one. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be my way or the highway.
I mean, and then it could be that they just had on the cool. Like, I agree with Judy for the simple fact it's like they want you on the level that they on, so they can always feel like they're right about everything. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, there really is no argument if you're agreeing with them. You know what I'm saying? And they got their way, and then everything is cool. But people also have to understand it's okay to disagree. I don't have to agree with what you say. I can respect it, but I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with you. But I don't have to raise my voice to get my point across either. You know what I'm saying? If we're arguing and we're both talking, who's listening?
Oh, I love this statement here. I love this statement right here. I love it. Sometimes you have to hold your peace for peace's sake. And you dang right. Baby, that's my life.
Speak your battle.
That is my life.
I mean, I can agree with that. That don't mean I'm a hold. I ain't hold. I got peace. I'm a hold. A piece of steel.
You said you ain't gonna hold it.
I said the only steel I got to hold is a piece of steel.
I'm trying to learn how to hold it. I ain't quite got it yet. I ain't there yet. The Lord's still working.
What upsets people the most about somebody disagreeing with them? Why are you upset about it? If you believe in what you believe in it.
I think when you enter in the conversation, whether it's an argument or just a regular discussion that you're having with somebody, I think the understanding of the purpose of the discussion gets lost, and then you eventually go to arguing, because it's like the whole purpose of you have the discussion is to understand the other person's perspective.
Okay.
Or for you want them to understand your perspective, but somehow or another the delivery system, we've talked about this before, changes the way that the conversation should probably go. It now becomes you're getting mad, or I'm not listening anymore. You're not listening anymore. I'm trying to force my perspective down.
Trying to force feed me your opinion,
and I'm not taking into respect into consideration your feelings. So, like I said, it just gets lost. Understand the purpose of having that conversation to begin with.
Well, and another thing is that people got to understand. Quit taking it personal. Quit thinking that if I'm talking to you, quit thinking that I'm talking about or I don't know how to put it,
assassinating my character. Like,
you know what I'm saying? No,
like y'all
listen to what I'm saying. I'm speaking about me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's
or y'all are saying the same thing. Y'all are say you having a discussion. Y'all are saying the same thing. You're just saying in different ways, and all of a sudden the other don't catch on to what you're saying, so it becomes an argument. And y'all both saying the same doggone thing. Y'all just reword it. And that
I hear you on that one too.
You must be talking about me and you, because you don't understand that. But we'll get to you in a little bit.
It could be.
This topic fits us perfectly. But Carmen Perry says, I've learned everything on your mind should not come out your mouth.
That's so true.
And I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time with that.
She said a lot though. She said a lot. That statement by itself is very much so. Just because it may cross your mind, sometimes might not be the right time to even say anything about it. You may have to go back to the drawing board to reassess the situation.
Do you know how many times I've done that though? Something that shouldn't have came out of my mouth, let it come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I have done so much time in life for not being able to control my mouth.
Mm.
And that's the truth. Okay, let's see. Wait.
I tend to believe a lot of people have a hard time with that because you're so caught up in the emotion at the moment in the time. So then it becomes you forget, you're just loose at the mouth and you say stuff that maybe you shouldn't have said. And you can't take it back either once you've said it. It's out there, you know.
Okay, my Aunt Molly says, I agree to disagree about holding peace. Not gonna happen. That's my family.
Now I can agree with Molly on that because if I hold it in, it bothers me. And if it bothers me, it makes me feel yucky on the inside. And when I feel yucky on the inside, my whole attitude changes. So I cannot hold it and wait till another day, another time. I don't have another day or another time. Who knows, that might end. So I have to say it right then and there.
Don't it disturb your sleep?
Girl, do you hear me?
You know, talking about I should have said this. Girl, I should have said
it. Over here like this. I'll be over here. Then I gotta get up, and the next thing you know, I'm walking down the highway going to get me a cup of ice because I can't sleep. Then I'm gonna go outside and have me a cigarette. In my mind, I kid you not, I'll be outside talking to myself. I'll be like, I know damn well this motherfucker did not.
And I should have said this. Why didn't I say that? We're having a whole conversation.
Wait, hold on. No, this is the pre-argument. What is you talking about? It ain't
my Lord.
This is the part. This is the part where I'm setting everything up to say what I need to say, and I know I'm gonna forget some things.
Okay, I'm like this sometimes. I'm like, I need to write this down so I can actually have the conversation right because I forget what I'm saying half the time. It makes me mad that I didn't get certain points out.
My God, that is so funny.
What you do is pre-record it and play it back for them.
Not going back. It needs to come out now because not going to be fake about what we are talking about. You need to hear me. I'm not letting it go.
You know what? I have a problem with
about you, Francis. You ain't lied, Keisha. You ain't lied.
For real.
Let me tell you something. I avoid that confrontation. I'm not even trying to do that, baby. I got to be on some fireball or something to deal with her.
Something heavy, you say?
Something heavy.
Okay, so I think. Well, this is me. I find that a lot of times, what did she say?
I really have a hard time with holding the truth in. I'd rather have peace and say what's on my mind. Miss Deborah Mosley, baby. I ain't been knowing you that long, but yes, you speak whatever's on your mind with no hesitation. I know that.
Look,
Carolyn.
But I guess in a way you're still supposed to censor what you say. You can get out what you have to say, but you don't have to say it in a way that's going to hurt somebody. So be respectful, I guess, of what you're saying, because a lot of times I end up using negative words that doesn't turn up the conversation, and I start putting blame or.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna soften the blow every time. I'm not gonna cushion everything that I say. I'm not about to be fluffy with you and say, "Well, baby, this and that." Hell no. Because if
your actions were fluffy, your actions
it's gonna just come out.
But that don't mean you got to hurt the person.
Hey, what they did didn't have no fluff to it. What they did didn't have no motherfucking bounce.
We're talking about a regular old conversation that you're having with somebody, not just necessarily an argument.
Okay,
but the point is all day what I'm going to say. Keisha, I know that's right, baby. You be like, I can't wait till I see him. Just wait till I see him walking down the hall. I got something to say.
That's something, y'all. I think the key to having an adult or a mature argument with someone. And I say argument, this could be a debate, discussion, or whatever.
I'd rather say discussion.
Discussion, okay, is to have compassion. Remember that from the very first thing you start to say. And I think that'll keep you in bounds. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You say it's being fluffy. I don't mean be fluffy. You could be you could say it in your own dialect and how you speak. But I'm just saying, have compassion for the other person.
What I always try to tell Tanya, this is what I always try to tell her. Number one, I'm your partner. I'm your lover. So you shouldn't take it as if I'm the enemy speaking to you.
But it
Whatever
sounds
comes-
like
Whatever
it
comes out
sounds
of my
like knives and like, you know, something that's so hateful. It sounds like you hate me. So if you're saying something that feels horrible to me, I don't care. Look, come. Look at me.
boy, she must have felt that.
I just-
That was serious.
That took me back to.
Nay, she be doing too much. You know that.
Yeah.
She be doing too much. She be extra.
Okay.
That's why sometimes I keep my mouth shut. Just go on. Yes, you're right.
Whatever.
You win. I'm all of that. You're right. I did it. You're always right. Because I ain't got time.
Okay, I say
Because I already
compassion. I
know
just
that
mean
whatever
other-
comes out of my mouth is going to cut like
Patience,
knives. I know that. And I know that she ain't going to be able to because I just shut the hell up. Tell her, you're right.
Then that's just condescending. You don't have to do that. You can just.
Oh,
you
God.
can
I can't
just-
win.
No, if you feel like you got to say something that's just really cutthroat.
Keisha says, what happens when they ain't got no fluff?
You
I
always
guess it's gonna bleed out. I guess it's bleed out. I don't know. Oh, she mean the person delivering it.
Wait a minute. Oh, you know, Aunt Molly gonna come back and take up for you.
No, she's saying compassion. Ain't no compassion.
Oh, she said ain't no compassion. All right then. All right. She said compassion. Well,
I guess in reality, when you think about it, when you're mad and hot, you're not thinking about being compassionate with a person. But it would be nice if you just could pause for a minute before you speak.
I
Man,
try to think about what I'm going to
all of this.
say.
I'm sorry, Nay. I interrupt you. Say it again.
I try to think about what I'm going to say before I say it, but once my button has been pushed and there is no dial tone, like I can't hear nothing you saying, then I'm going to go gun ho. But in my mind, I'll be like,
I'm gonna put that comment up because I love that my auntie just jumped the fence back over on my side. But Tanya, you should know it's coming from a good place. You know who your partner is.
I do know
Tell
who
Aunt
my
Molly.
partner is,
Tell
but
her.
it takes a minute for me to come back and see her who she is because those first words that coming out of her mouth hurt like hell.
She was
And
just
so
on
at
the
first
devil.
I'm like, what? Who the? No, I just, so it takes me a minute to realize that.
She said, I tell you.
y'all give me a minute. I got to cut my heat on. My feet freezing.
I know it's
Lord.
cold, right? That's why I got
True.
2 pairs of socks on, honey.
That would be great, but some people don't do it.
No,
And that's
in
true.
in real life, a lot of times, in a perfect world, it'd be nice for people to take a pause, but no, that doesn't happen. It doesn't.
If it's real deep, I have to pray first and ask God to keep me nailed to the cross and let the Holy Ghost speak.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh,
Hey.
maybe that's what I should practice. Jesus, please be with my mouth, guide my words and my mind. Yes,
And
Lord.
that's the thing, Tanya. What I don't understand is that you can come at me hard.
You think it's hard?
You do come at me hard.
I don't think I ever come. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take that back. I know, but usually it takes a minute. Initially, I'm not up like that.
She don't think that she's up, but she does. You be up.
Maybe
I have
loud.
to. Loud is up. Can somebody please tell her that loud is up?
Okay, so-
my ears be about to burst. She be screaming and hollering, y'all. And I'm like this.
Okay,
Tanya, you don't have to scream and holler. We can just talk. I'm right here.
but she could be really monotone
that.
and flat.
You can't control my feelings the way I feel and my emotions. Okay.
These are all examples of what not to do for a mature argument.
Really, Tanya? How long have y'all been together? Yeah.
18 long ones, yes, ma'am. Well, we have learned some things. We have learned.
Laquita Spearman, no, I don't think you should be loyal during dating stage, but it might not work out. Oh, she done came in.
No, okay, wait. She done came back. She's still in the first segment.
Look here, honey, that's all right. She said, don't be loyal, don't expect nothing. Go ahead.
Laquita, you can't be coming on here now. We ended that segment real good.
Go ahead, baby.
And you coming
Comment.
back on? No, they
Come
were
on
just
and
with
comment.
that negative comment. You should be loyal during the dating stage, but it might not work out.
Oh,
Laquita, tell us why you shouldn't be loyal in the
She's-
comments.
she said you should be loyal.
Oh, she said, no, I don't think you should
Oh, you
be.
don't think, my bad, I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl. I'm with her.
Brittany then came in. Hold on, let's see what's going on right here. Kiss and makeup.
That eventually happens. It just takes a while. But it'd be nice to practice some of these positive ways to have the argument. It'd be nice. Is it possible?
What, practice
My
what?
feet was-
The more positive ways of having the arguments. Do you think now that we've been together for as long as we have, it's just there's no point in learning anything new, or do you think we're capable of learning anything new to have a?
Like I said, we've been fighting for 18 years to stay together. We fought through all of this. We done made it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Tanya is different. She takes things more personal. I don't. Whatever she
How many
said,
of y'all take things personal when you're having an argument? Just want to put that out there. I just want to know.
I don't, because I say to myself, it's not coming from an ugly place. Tanya can tell me, Judy, don't do this, don't do that, and you need to quit doing this and quit doing that. You know what I say? How should I do it different? Or
I feel like when you coming at me, you done took all your clothes off and we about to get out there and we about to fight butt naked. So I got to get you.
Baby, that's too much, baby. That's too much. That's too much.
I'm just saying.
But let me tell her that she's doing something wrong. Oh, we got to go through denial. We got to go through debate. We got to go through the wraths of hell. You understand me? But when she tell me I'm doing something wrong, it's automatically corrected. Okay, I'll try it your way.
It's not an automatic thing.
I think that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other talk show. That's the age difference.
God, you ain't never lied. We need a whole nother segment for that. When I ain't lying to you for real, like, does age make a difference in a relationship?
Oh, baby, yes. Amen.
Just to put it out there.
I didn't think that it did, y'all. I really didn't think that it made a difference. But I see the error of my ways. I see the error of my ways.
Baby, 3 years feel like 20 in between us.
It really does. I didn't think it made a difference initially. I'm like, oh, great, 3 years. That means we're close.
Hell no.
And our age gap is close. There's not going to be such a big difference. No, absolutely not. That means a hill shit.
Sandra said I'd be yelling to the top of my lungs, and he'd just be like, okay, what's next?
Doesn't that make you mad? Doesn't it just make you mad? That puts more fuel on the fire. I swear to God. Swear to God.
Hey, here go one right here. When somebody done try, like one time I had somebody tell me, that's all right, I'm gonna go find me a nasty girl. I said, shit, want me help you find her?
I will locate her ass for you.
And then that right there pisses them off. My thing is don't threaten me about what it is you're gonna do. Go ahead and do it. Keep it as a promise. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, don't do that.
You say crazy stuff in the middle.
Yeah, I done said some of that crazy stuff too.
When he asked me if I loved him and I said no, I meant that.
Oh, girl.
I meant that.
Because David said y'all should know a lot about each other and how to apply each other's needs emotionally and physically. That's right.
That's very true.
Well, y'all have to have one, okay?
I think sometimes, what am I trying to say? Oh, the tone. I think the tone in how you have an argument or a discussion with somebody makes a lot of difference.
Make sure you have it.
But to me, the tone and how that person, is talking to me or somebody else that I'm having a discussion or whatever with makes a difference on whether or not I listen. You understand what I'm saying? If you automatically jump out the gate in a certain negative, it's like, what? I'm no longer listening. I don't want to listen. I've already formulated some opinion. And I'll say that I've missed the whole point. So I don't know about y'all, but the tone of how you say stuff sometimes
it hurts my feelings.
It's like you put in the chat with your delivery. How you deliver your message
in the white truck.
How I take it.
You're not lying about it. I mean, that delivery system is something we've talked about before, and it really does make a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm going back into the beginning reasons of why you even start talking or having an argument or a conversation anyway. It boils down to you trying to get a point across, whether it's yours or that person's. You're trying to have an understanding of what's going on. So if maybe that could be something we keep in mind whenever you get ready to have an argument or a conversation. I'm trying to understand, or I'm trying to get you to really understand what's affecting me or understand what's coming from you and listen.
I think that I'm a great listener. You tend to jump to different topics. I'm telling you, I'm a great listener.
You do that all the time. Okay, y'all. So this is another thing in having an adult argument or discussion. Keep it to one topic. Don't jump to like, and then this, and you remember this point right here. By the time it's all said and done, we jumped to 10 or 12, and I lost the whole reason we started talking. I don't know.
And she don't realize that'd be her.
It's not me.
It really is.
Whatever. Move it.
Y'all leave.
Quita, as much as I love you, honey, I love Greater Death. But sometimes when he gets us talking, I don't hear a damn thing he's saying because I'm just trying to come up with my next gusto. I'm trying to figure out how to stab him in the eye.
That's
hit
the nail
when
on the
two
head.
people screaming at each other and you ain't doing nothing but waiting for one of y'all to take a break so you can say something. I'm just
So
waiting.
you can say something spiteful.
You wait for him to get quiet. I'm gonna get his ass. Just wait.
And you don't mean nothing by it. You just heard at that time.
You don't even know what the hell going on during the whole argument. You don't even know what's going on.
Yes.
You're just waiting for that pause so you can get in that jab.
And then that same night, and I ain't putting it out there, but that same night I turn around and get sick and baby, I love you. It's gonna be all right. We got it. We gonna take care of each other. So you know, it is what it is. But it takes being mature to listen to each other. So I try my best to listen before I jump off the edge. And you know, some people in great words, he say I walk away. It's not that I walk away. I be trying to debrief myself, like come down 1,000. Because once I get to that level to where I can't come down, I don't know what else to do. So then I start retaliating.
Hey, Juju. And now, Nay, I have to ask you, how do you get that angry with the person you love? I don't understand that with people, how they get to that next stage to where they're just like, they just see nothing but red and black.
It's a defense mechanism. It's a defense mechanism because you coming at me and you coming hard and I keep telling you to back up. I keep telling you to leave it alone. I keep telling you to just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. It's a defense mechanism. And in the words of my mom, and I love my mama, but in the words of my mama, you can't have my whole cord. You just can't. You know, we can go back and forth, but you can't have my whole cord. When you pull that cord one too many times, I'm gonna come out swinging. It don't matter. So I try to debrief first. I really do.
All right. So find a way to de-escalate before it gets to that point, I guess, is another key point to say for relationships or, you know, argument's sake. Understand when to back away and cool off for a minute, give it a few minutes, and then come back to it.
Yeah, definitely. You need to cool down.
Yeah. That's how a lot of things are said that shouldn't be said anyway. You know, when you keep on going or actions are done that shouldn't be doing or gone that far, like fighting physically or definitely saying stuff.
The infamous saying is, I'd rather for you to physically hit me, and then instead of use some of the words that you say,
take them back. You cannot take them back.
And they hurt worse, and they really do, because you sit there and you think about it, and it just keeps replaying in your mind. I can't believe this person that loved me said this. It's like a broken record, just keeps playing.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
What was that? Sandra talking about that part.
Yes,
ma'am.
I'm saying.
Well,
so agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Sometimes continuing to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's better to just lose. Just to have peace.
That's another thing. When you get into the argument, it's like we lose sight on the fact that there's not supposed to be a winner. Like, like we're in a battle. Like I'm in this to win. I'm in competition.
It's Trump and Biden.
It shouldn't be that type of situation. Not when you're talking or with the person that, you know, either you love or care about, or even it doesn't matter. Just whenever you're in a discussion with somebody, it shouldn't be that I'm in it to win. You know what I'm saying?
To prove my point, to get my point across.
Yeah.
And you don't care about hurting that person that you're with.
Yeah.
As long as you can say at the end of the night, I was right.
Yeah.
That's sick, ain't it?
You don't intend it to be like that.
But that's how it ends up.
Is that pride, or what is it that ends up making you be so up there like that where you stop?
I think you get to that point where you're so mad, and at that time you blinded. You don't even see that person as your significant other anymore. Yeah. You just see like, we're at war right now, and I'm going in.
They're gonna see my point.
And I gotta win.
At whatever cost.
Yeah.
If I love you enough to not want to hurt you with words, because I can't take it back, and it ends up hurting me in the end. That's right.
That's true. Because you
that didn't happen so many times when I done said some shit, and I'll be so hurt behind it. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have said that shit. That's and true. Now I can't take it back. And now I gotta face her ass every damn day. Knowing that I hurt her. You know, you gonna pay for that shit. Jeremy got a little brave one time and said something he regretted, especially when I told him calmly that if he did it again, he would find himself single because I don't play that shit. I will be just fine on my own.
Man, but when they get that brave, it only take one time.
Yeah, that's why you shut it down. you shut it down right away, baby. Shut it down. Let them know you ain't having it. Then you ain't got to worry about that no more. Because at one time you let it go, oh, they gonna try you all the time, just like kids, baby. Just like kids. You let them make it at one time, they gonna work your damn ass.
I knew Taz was finna jump in.
What you got to say?
You doggone right, because this is the thing. And then y'all done got on my behind one time when I done said I can't let something slide, and then y'all get on to me about it. I'm not finna let it slide because, like you just said, if I let it slide, that means you're gonna try it again. If you try it again, I'm gonna go to the pen because I'm gonna bust you dead in your head. Period.
I knew we weren't gonna make it off the show without somebody saying that they're gonna assault somebody.
You know you ain't. You know you won't.
What she say it's gonna come?
I knew it was coming, baby.
Shoot,
I knew she finna jump in the camera talking about busting somebody head to the white meat.
Damn.
Ooh wee.
Violent. It's never good to go to that level. Violence.
Nay, but I'm gonna tell you, you need to start thinking before you react. Wait a minute. Look at Keisha. Don't instigate Keisha.
Period.
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 Ready.
Nah, you gotta say it right. Period. Period. Point blank period.
Dumb. Absolutely dumb.
I promise you.
Well, agree.
That's why I keep trying to tell y'all I'm not against counseling. I need counseling, baby. I need the Lord in my life, Jesus.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm
Counseling.
praying for you, sis. Laugh out loud. I told him straight up, one of us would be in the county and one would be in the hospital. Don't play me. Oh,
Girl,
Lord.
did you tell him? That's drawing the line, though. That's putting it.
That's Francis promoting this shit.
Francis, you done did, girl.
You promoting violence, baby. You got your sister on here talking about, yeah, she about to hit her husband in the head.
Draw the line, girl. Tell them what it is and what it won't be. Okay.
Y'all, it's been fun.
No. For the record, I am not promoting violence. Don't nobody do what I do or do what I say. But I am going to say this: it is not against the law to protect yourself. Do what you gotta do. In the famous words of Malcolm X, by any means necessary.
This is a disclaimer.
Okay. Y'all read the fine print at the bottom. Straight Talk is not responsible for any advice or any endorsements of Taz up there in the corner. She's endorsing all that herself.
Hey, y'all know that famous word in our title, BS. That's exactly what it is when Judy say that bullshit is BS.
I ain't got no insurance.
I ain't got nothing to cover you, friend. So if they take that advice, I'm gonna call you.
Hey, if I take my own advice and I end up in jail, I know don't nobody got no bond money, but all I'm asking is for donations so I can get my zooms and whams, so I can have my oatmeal money and my peanut butter money and my, my honey bun.
We got you, girl.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. And a letter about once a week and some visitations.
Keep the visitations coming.
All right.
We want to slip a sock in there. We want to slip a rock and a sock in there because we already know you're gonna need a weeping for that mouth. That mouth, see.
You're a slanging in there.
You gotta put that rotation with it in the shoulders, baby.
It's in the hip.
And Keisha said, a good bra. Lord have mercy.
What saying, a good bra?
Dumb. Nah, you just better know you're gonna call me a certain name. I'm gonna show you. And my daddy always told me, you step to a man and get your ass beat like a man, you better hope he comes out worse than you. Laugh out loud. He wasn't gonna do nothing about it because I stepped up. Yes, girl, that's a whole other topic too. When he's going to be stepping up to these men thinking they finna whoop their ass and end up getting slung like a slinky. But anyway, and that one.
What's your supposed to say? Keisha and a good bra.
And a good bra.
Come on, Don. done with y'all.
Oh, and Sandra, I did send it to you. But anyway, y'all, we about to get out of here, y'all. It's been fun. We love all of y'all. But before I go, I want to tell y'all, we're going to be skipping Thursday because this is the end of our first season. So we'll be starting our second season, and it'll begin on Monday. And our show time will change to 6 o'clock instead of 7:30. You know, I have to do that for the guys, y'all, because that football is football season. So we're going to switch it to 6 o'clock. So it'll be 6 to 7 p.m.
Yes,
Monday to
yes.
Thursday. We will be starting that new season, like I said again, on Monday. We will skip this Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all tune back in with us. We enjoyed everybody.
Keep your alerts on. Thank y'all
Keep
for
it-
supporting everybody or supporting
Thank
us.
y'all for supporting us, y'all. We love
Hold on,
you.
before you take me out, let me say hi to my sister-in-law, Candy. I see you at the bottom, sister-in-law. I got you.
Thank you for
All
supporting
right,
us.
Candy. We love all of y'all again. Thank y'all for supporting Straight Talk No BS. This is Jay, Fran, Tanya, Cynthia. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all.
Monday.
And guess what? Season 2.
Hey, hey.
Y'all have